Hi everybody. So in the previous class we've learned that how we can get the data from the model, actually not from the model only, from the database. So we just use this thing, we just run the query, and then we got the result, and we just return the result to the new connection, and through the new connection we just got the result on the new view in the table. Okay, that's perfect, but actually I just want to do some more things. There is an additional thing in the CODEIGNITER called active records. What is the active records? The method specified a way to select the database and get the data from the database with a lot of queries in the CODEIGNITER is the active record. How we can do that? Actually, you know that this query is a little bit long, not really long actually. This is just like the simple query, but actually we can do this thing in the CODEIGNITER way too. There are some benefits for the active records. I'm just gonna teach you. So by the way, first of all, I'm just adding the comments here to the previous one, and then I'm adding the SQL again, an equal sign, and then $this db. Now don't need to type the query and then add a query, just directly type get. What do you want to do? You want to get the data, so let's just type the data the get directly. Okay, so what the mean of the get? It's just like the select. Okay, if you just want to select anything, then you just need to type the get function, and then it will work same in the way as it can work. So this is called the specific active records query of the CODEIGNITER. There are a few benefits of. For example, now you just don't need to worry about the SQL injections. You know about the SQL injections? The SQL injections can actually hack up our coding, our SQL, to put some wrong injections, by the way. But by using the get function or the CODEIGNITER way, you just don't need to worry about them anymore. So here just mention the table posts. Okay, we're just talking about the post, so I just mentioned the post here, and now we just don't need to type all these things. What is the mean of this? The mean of this is get the data from the post, just like select all data from post. So go to the browser. I'm just going to the browser and refreshing. Now you can see that everything is same. For example, if I just remove the post and I just type post and remove the s actually and refresh that, now you will see that the data has gone. A database error occurred. Exactly, the post, the table named post doesn't exist in the CI data. So going back and adding posts, I just want to show you that it's working perfectly. So I hope you got that. But now something more you must know. For example, here if you just add that select all from the from post where, okay, however they're commented, but I'm just teaching you the thing, so I'm just telling you there. Now I'm just telling that select all from post where. I'm just going there and clicking on the post, and here, yeah, the ID, where the ID equal to 1. Okay, now this is the previous way to, you know, that to run a query including the where clause, but there in this way how we can do that, there are a lot of ways to do that. Just before the get, here press some enters out there. Okay, press an enter and just place this here and go back to the top, and before the get, add this thing again and type where. Okay, and then what to type? Where I'm just clearing that where ID. Okay, what is the ID? You know that this is the ID I'm talking about, where the ID is equal to 1. Okay, I'm adding a comma, and then I'm just typing the value here. This is not necessary to put the 1. We can put the variable for the dynamic values. So go back and refresh, and I'm getting an error. That means something's wrong there. So go back, and yes, the problem is really simple, that you know that our query is not completed there. So we have to remove this semicolon and save that and add another tab to make this perfect one, and here our query is ending. So now refresh that back, and let's just see the result. Okay, this is working perfectly. If I just go there and just type 2, which is not in the list. So save and refresh, and now what I'm just getting, I'm getting nothing. You can see that. So I'm just going there and clicking on insert, and now I'm just adding a title that technology is really important topic. Okay, so we are discussing about the technology in this class, or whatever. You can type anything whatever you prefer. I just want to show you the thing. So I'm just showing. Yep, pose. That's perfect. Now just the author name, I'm just putting the same again, and then here in the date area, what I'm just putting, I can put any date, I'm just putting the, come on, okay, just done. Click on go button, and then go there and refresh that again. Now you can see that I'm just getting the result as 1. Here is the 1, but you can see that the post I'm just getting, technology is really important topic. So why I'm just getting this as 1, because if I just go there and if I just click on the view, the for each loop is running only one time, so the C++ value is 1, and that's why I'm just getting the 1 there. I'm just going back to the new model, and if I just type 1 here and then save and then refresh, now you will see that we'll get the first post here. That means it's working perfectly. So now if I just remove this clause, simply I just need to remove and save and refresh. Now I'll get both of them. So the mean is that I hope you understood that how the where and get working. I just want to teach you some more things, that if you just go there to the CODEIGNITER again, CODEIGNITER, wait for a while, enter. Now this is a CODEIGNITER framework. I just need to go to the CODEIGNITER user guide, so I just clicked there directly to the CODEIGNITER user guide, because I just want to show you something from this guide. Now it's about to open, and then here in the database area, if you just click there to the table of contents, so well, I have to find out the heading, or actually the name. So what I'm just doing, just directly typing active, wait for a while, yeah, the database and then the active record.html. Oh, that was, it was not in the list, so actually I have to go to the list lab, and inside the list lab there is a CODEIGNITER column, and inside the CODEIGNITER column you can see that the user guide, database and active record. So there is the thing, and then for selecting data, for inserting data, updating and deleting data, there are a lot of methods. You can see that if you just want to select the data, so the query is this. Now if you just run this query, it will produce the result like that. Okay, if you just run this query, it will produce the result like that. It means you can add limits by using the simple get value. As you can see that I'm just going there, and you know that I'm just simply running the get now, not the where anymore. So refresh that, and you can see that the two queries are working. The two results we can see. If I just add a comma and actually another comma, and this thing is clearing that we are just limiting from 1 to 1. Okay, I just want to start from 1 to 1, so go to the browser and refresh that, and then you will see that only 1 is working. Actually after the 1 and the result, I just want to get only one result, so it's working perfectly. So in this way you can add limits to your query. So guys, by the way, what I just want to teach you is the active records, and I hope you understood that a lot more. And you can see that what is the DB select. I just want to teach you the thing is that what is the DB select. Actually, if you just want to select some specific table, some specific columns from the table, like title, content or date, then you have to use the select tool. Okay, you can see that there's the select function. So I hope you understood about this as well. But if you're just selecting all, you can see that if you are selecting all from a table, then you do not need to use this function. Exactly, you don't need to use this function. But if you just want to choose some of the contents, or actually some of the columns or the fields, then you have to use the select to. So by the way, there are a lot of queries. You can see that the join, the where, the or where, the where in, where not, like for creating the search engine, and then or like, not like, distinct, having, order by, that all that are important. Insert is really important, by the way. So in some next classes I'll teach you the major queries which we require to create a web page. Then if you just want to know more, you can visit this page and you can find a lot of things, a lot of great things about the query too. So going to the notepad, the Sublime bag, actually I just want to teach you, I just want to guide you that what the major benefits we can get from this way. The first, you can see that our query is really small now. The second, we have no problem with the SQL injection anymore because it will handle this thing in itself. The third is, for example, you are just using the PostgreSQL, not the MySQL anymore, or you're just using the, for example, the SQL Server or Oracle or any more. You know that a lot of databases had a lot of different queries. So you just don't need to change the query anymore if you just put this one. So if you just have some other database, just go to the database.php, and here is instead of the MySQLi, let's just type your database name, for example Oracle, or the PostgreSQL or whatever you have, and then it will work automatically. It means this query knows that which query is perfect for which database. So I hope you understood the third benefit of this. This is exactly the best one. So in the next class we'll learn some more things. Stay tuned and goodbye.